Hey guys, how's it going? Ollie Plays here and welcome back to the FM Scout YouTube channel. Now today we're going to be looking at a real life rumour. We're going to be looking at what if Mohamed Salah transferred to Liverpool. He's been strongly linked in the papers with a move to Anfield, so if he gets that move, how does he do? Now before we get into it, I would just like to point you in the direction of my own personal channel, doing a couple of Let's Plays with Red Star Belgrade and Swansea City, and I've just started an experiment which is looking at what happens if the English Football League is reversed. If you could go over, check that out after this video, that would be much appreciated. So then, Mohamed Salah. Well, what I've done is I've holidayed until 2017, and any players that Liverpool signed while the game was simulated for a year, I've moved back to their original clubs. So the Liverpool team, exactly the same as before. Some Premier League teams, and they may be slightly different, but we're just looking at Liverpool, and the Liverpool team is as it is at the moment. I've moved Mohamed Salah over there, and we're going to be looking at how he gets on. Is he going to win any individual awards? What kind of trophies can Liverpool win? Will he even get into the Liverpool first team? Well, we're going to move forward a year. We're going to do that 3 times, and we'll find out how Mohamed Salah does at Liverpool. So this is Salah in 2017. In terms of career achievements, well, he's won a Swiss Super League, and that's about it. Should we have a look and see if he's won any personal achievements? Okay, so in 2016, African 11 of the Year. He's midfielder of the year at Roma, and he was shortlisted for the 2016 African Footballer of the Year. So he's won a couple of accolades. Let's move forward a year and see if he can add to that. Well, moved on to June 2018. His value's gone up by 6 million. He's played 21 games for Liverpool, 3 goals. That's not terrible. You can see here he's won the Europa League, so the biggest trophy that he's won in his entire career. But if you see here, he's had 9 starts and 12 appearances off the bench, scoring 3 goals, assisting 1, an average rating of 6.9. Not impressive really. Hasn't quite been able to force his way into the Liverpool team. Look at his achievements. Has he managed to add any individual accolades? Well, he has managed to add a few. First of all, he was shortlisted for the 2017 African Footballer of the Year. If we take a look at that, he came in 3rd place behind Aurier and Brahimi. That's not too bad. And he actually managed to win the Broadcaster's African Footballer of the Year, which is no mean feat. You've got people like Yaya Toure, Aubameyang, Drogba, some great players in there. On top of that, he was named in the 2017 African 11. As we saw earlier, he won the Euro Cup with Liverpool, and he was a runner-up in the EFL Cup. And he finds himself named in Liverpool's seasonal best 11, despite only playing 21 league games and 12 of those being off the bench. But if we look at injuries, now we can see why he's only played 21 league games. In October 2017, he broke his foot and he was out for 3 months. So that would explain why he didn't play that much, but obviously he did well compared to the rest of the team if he was able to get into the seasonal best 11. Now how did Liverpool do on a whole? Okay, so Liverpool came 2nd in the EPL, and they only missed out on winning the league by goal difference. How did they do the year before? Yeah, so they were 5th the year before. Instantly a big upgrade there. Has Salah had something to do with it? Let's move forward another year and find out if they advance a bit further. Straight away, Salah's value dropped a little bit, down to 37.5 million, the lowest it's been so far. You would expect that to start to go up as he gets to his prime. So I wonder if he's had another injury. That could be a very big problem with this experiment. From looking at the career stats, it looks like he's played a few games for Liverpool, a bit more goals. Let's look at it further. Yeah, so this season he's played 24 games. Only managed to start in 6 of those though. That's not good. A return of 6 goals and 2 assists. I mean, he's doubled his tally for the previous year, but it's still not impressive, is it? Average rating's gone up a little bit, but I thought we'd see a little bit more from Salah at Liverpool. In terms of individual accolades, well, he's just been completely overlooked for both the African awards. Didn't even get into the African Best 11, so obviously something's not quite right for him here at Liverpool. But again, named in Liverpool's seasonal Best 11 despite not really performing. Very odd. I wonder if yet again he's had another big injury. No, he hasn't. Well, that is very surprising. Very below par season for Salah. somehow finds himself in Liverpool's seasonal 11, so they mustn't have had a great season at all. Well, Liverpool were third in the Premier League, and they're probably challenging for the title for the majority of the season, so very surprising. I might just quickly have a look at their team. Have they brought in another winger, and is that why Salah isn't getting game time? Looking at Liverpool's team, well, they haven't really brought in any winger that's played the majority of their games, so I'm very surprised that they're not starting Salah. Let's see if that changes in another year as Salah begins to reach the peak of his career. It's 2020 and I'm looking at his overall apps. I think Salah's barely played for Liverpool this season. His values stayed the same as it was last year. Is it going to be another underwhelming season? Well, if you look at it, it's his best season so far. An average rating of 7.11, nothing to be scoffed at, but he still didn't make it into Liverpool's first team. 6 starts, 21 appearances from the subs bench. Again, really surprising. Has he managed to add any individual achievements? No, just Liverpool's seasonal best 11. So this move to Liverpool really doesn't seem to be working out for him. If we look at injuries, well, he hasn't had any injuries whatsoever since that one at the end of 2017. So there's no excuses there. He just doesn't seem to fit in at Liverpool, and Liverpool finished 5th, so a bit of a decline there. At first this move looked fantastic, but it really doesn't seem to have worked out. So I just bring you back to this page to kind of summarise it all. On paper it looks like he's played a lot of games for Liverpool, but realistically he's played 72 games and he's only started 21. At best he's been used as a super sub. So according to FM, this move not expected to work out. Of course, the broken foot may have something to do with it. He might have fallen out of favour by then, but you'd have thought they'd sell him on if he was completely out of favour. And that's going to be it for the video. So before I go, I would just like to point you over to fmscout.com for all your Football Manager needs, face packs, logo packs, skins, all that great stuff. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.